Alright, Dead by Daylight has released a new riff, and before we start, so just to clarify that all the standard skins will come back in 6 months, and the deep riff skins or the bonus skins will not come back. So the recolors will not come back, and the normal skins will come back. So some people were just asking me, so that when you get to the deep rift part, those don't come back because they're just free skins, but the standard ones will come back. So we're starting off with a full set, and we finally got a skin not too long ago for Hattie, which this one is called Flower Dream. This looks really beautiful. I love it. That's actually really well done. And then the next one is a toadstool. This is a charm. Looks pretty fun. I like that. That's actually a pretty cool charm. The next one is the crow. And then this is just an avatar thing. So that's pretty cool. I love the crows. I love when they give them little details. Like the last one was sitting on like a little chair reading a book. Now we got this. I love that. And for number 5, we got a portrait for Hattie. That is really well done. I'm not gonna lie, these portraits are very well done. I love it. And then for number 6, we got another charm. I love these charms. And this is Hattie's figurine, trapped in a vision, haunted by her past. This is actually pretty cool. This is really well done. I love these charms and the skin zone. Then we got one for Adam. I like the purple flowers. It's pretty cool. And we got some blood points. Then we got more aura cells. And then some shards. Let's go page 2. We got for any character the ominous wood pile. This is a banner. This is pretty cool. The entity is trying to steal your wood so you can't make a fire. It's pretty sad. How dare you, entity. 10. We got Jake Park and this hair. So this hairstyle and his outfit that's going to come for this hairstyle is one of the contest winners. So this cosmetic will not be in the paid one. Any contest winners are in the free one. And I really like the color of the hair. The light blue is really well done. And then we got the overgrown mic. That's pretty cool. Nice charm. And then we got Leafy cosmetic for Adam. I don't like his headpiece, but I really do love his shirt. That's actually pretty well done. That's actually really well done. And then for 13, we got another charm. Little potion. That's pretty cool. Mystery Cabin, another profile picture. That's actually pretty cool. I like all these profile pictures so far. Usually I'm not into the profile picture. Those are really cool. So we got the next part of clan jacket for Jake Park. Oh, that looks really nice. This is actually one of my favorite cosmetics for Jake now, for like his back. Some of them are nice when you see the back of his jackets, but I think this one's really well done. And then they got the perfect patch thing. Yeah, they did a really good job with the cosmetic. And then here's his pants for him. Not a big fan of the pants. I like the moss going up his leg, but I'm not a big fan of it. We got some shard. Page 3. We got overgrown cloak. Rafe looks like he had a bad day. He's got a little... He needs to go for a haircut because his hair has... Yikes. And then for free, we got the hook. A little beautiful hook that's like, hey, I'm not that bad. Got flowers, aka you still don't want to be on it. Number 19 is a charm. That's pretty cool. 21, we got the next part of the Wraith. Really well done. I like that. That's so cool. And then, why is this in the... This is in the Premier Pass? I'm pretty sure this was a cosmetic that was in a contest. I'm surprised they put this in... Or, I don't remember if this one was in the contest. I don't know, but I like this banner. Really well done. And then finally, the pants for Jake. I'm a little disappointed in the pants they did for Jake for the cosmetic. Maybe it should have had like wolves on him, like wolves going up his leg. That'd be cool. So far, here's Ray's weapon. I love it. They look like flesh finders. That's pretty cool. Page 4. We got one for Zuria. I like the purple hair. That's actually pretty nice purple hair. I like that. I think out of every riff that I played, and I think this is... I don't know what riff this is anymore. This riff, out of all the riffs that were in this game, I think I enjoyed this riff the most. It's pretty cool. I think I like the theme. Like, it's a nightmare garden, which is pretty cool. Then we got another charm. That's a pretty cool charm. Then we got her... I'm not a big fan of this one. It's just going to be a reskin like of one of her other outfits. But, nature theme. Not a big fan of it. 29. Generator avatar profile picture. I say avatar, but it's a profile picture. I like that generator. That's pretty cool. And we got Hattie Layden in the nature. And that's pretty cool. Then we got a nature skull merchant. That's pretty cool. And we got her pants. I like the pants at least. I think I like the headpiece and the pants. I'm not a big fan of the shirt she had. On page 5, we have... This is for the new survivor that came out. Rose. That's a pretty nice one. I love the color of the flowers. That's pretty cool. And then the next thing we got, Drinking Nectar. That's pretty cool. And it's animated. It's a little... That bee has red eyes. I don't trust that. And then here's the next piece for Skull Merchant. That is really well done. Oh my god, and the skull. That's actually really nice. That's pretty cool. The crow's back! I love it. That's pretty cool. And then for her outfit, really well nice. And then her weapon. I'm not a big fan of Skull Merchant's weapon because it doesn't look really different. And her outfit, not a big fan. 6. We got the nurse. Another killer having a bad day. The flowers look like they're taken over because it's like on her face. It's crazy. And a nice charm. And then here's the next piece. Wow. That's really well done. Sometimes when we get the nurse skins, they're so well done. It's crazy. Like that ash one, it was like burning. That was cool. And this one's actually pretty nice too. And then we got another... Oh, this one. Oh, he's not looking so good. I think he was possessed by the entity. Another charm. And then here's the TV. They kind of ruined it. Because for the contest winner, it had a little face on it. It's just a blank TV now. I hope they update that and put like a little smiley face on there. That's what it was. And Nurse has a new weapon. That's pretty cool. And now we got one. Claudette is in there. I like the green here, but I don't like the style of the hair. Like I like the color of the hair. I don't like the style of it. I said. Is this supposed to look like... I know it looks like vines, but it also looks like snakes. Are they supposed to make her look like Medusa? And then here's this piece where they really... Heatsink, they kind of messed up the community skin, I think, in my opinion. I like I like his bottom part. I just don't like the TV part that we saw. Here's her outfit. I'm not a big fan of her outfit. And we got Sleeping Fox. Oh my god. It's animated too. That is adorable. That's 54. His weapon. Don't like his weapon. And then her pants. Don't like her pants. Then we got Fangman. Oh, I love the pink flowers. The hair is kind of weird. In my opinion, it's kind of weird, but I love the flowers. Is that an Ace? Man, Ace, you still your wild card, but you're going into nature. That's pretty cool. I like that. Little friend. I love that. Oh, I'm pretty. This is another. This one someone made. This is definitely. I'm pretty sure is a community. Yes, here it is. Collection community. Let me go back really quick, just to... Where is it? Okay, so this one's not a community one. Okay, I was about to say, why was a community one in the thing? That makes more sense. Okay. That's what I was right. The communities stay in the free one. Alright, and then we got Campfire. Ooh, another animation. That's pretty cool. And then we got Fangman's outfit. Oh, that... I don't really like her hair, but I love that outfit. That's pretty cool. And then here's Ace's outfit. It's not that cool. And then we got Fangs. Oh, I love the dress. Well done. Then we got the Dredge's arm. Oh my god. That's pretty cool. Got his little figure. Profile picture. And then that. That's his face. That's pretty scary. Here are the bonus tiers, which is usually the rifts. There's a lot of bonus tiers this time. Here's the yellow. That looks really well done. Here's the hair. I still don't like the haircut, but I like the color. Yeah, these are deep rift ones. So these are the ones that will not come back if you don't finish the pass. The other ones will, but these are all deep rifts. Deep rifts do not come back. Every other standard skin comes back every 6 months. Deep rifts will stay exclusive unless you finish them. Just so like it gives you a little thing that's saying, oh, I grinded even more in the battle pass than just all the normal skins. That doesn't look bad. I like that. I like the nurse there. That's a pretty cool one. Then we got her shirt. I like this shirt better than the original. Then we got Fangs. I like the original one more than the deep rift one. Then we got this one. I like this one more than the original. And then here's Hattie. I like the original one more. But that's still pretty cool. Oh, there's way more rewards this time for the deep rift. Here's the pants. I love the bottom outfit. That's pretty cool. Fangs. It's like the normal one, so that's okay. Adams. No, I don't like Adams. Dreads. I like Dreads deep rift more than the original. Then I would have to say I like the yellow more than for the nurse. I like the yellow more than the other one. Then we got another one. We got the yellow version of this. And then Fangs yellow. Yeah, Deep Rift 2. We never had a Deep Rift 2. We only had a Deep Rift 1. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of rewards. I like the original better than this Deep Rift one. Pretty cool. I like this one better than the original. Nice yellow. I like the original better on Fang, but I like the yellow. Original better. Deep Rift 1 is better than the second one. These pants are still terrible. These are good. This one, Deep Rift 2, Flower Dream, really nice. That's actually really nice. They have a Deep Rift 3? Why do they have so many Deep Rifts? Are these all exclusives? Like, I know, like I said, the standard ones come back every 6 months. But these Deep Rift ones, they never come back. But I never see, this is the first time they did Deep Rift 3. That's pretty. Deep Rift, Hattie, Deep Rift 3, the best one, 95. That is pretty sick. I love the blue. That one wins me over instantly. So does this one. That's actually. So does they They all win me over. They all win me over. That is amazing. This riff, this tome is a 10 out of 10. This is outstanding from all the other riffs. They redone it because they updated it all. Adding these bonus tiers all the way to 100 instead of having no tiers and just having blood points. That's a good step forward. And now they have also at the end of limited blood points. That's amazing. And if these deep rifts are all exclusive and they'll come back every 6 months, I would recommend grinding for this level 100. That is pretty cool. So 10 out of 10. Until next time, peace out.